Irish actor Chris O'Dowd is one of the funniest blokes on the screens, and he spent a bit of time here making The Sapphires. He likes it in Australia. This week he returns with a quirky new series starring Mad Men actress Christina Hendricks. I caught up with the dynamic duo to hear all about Small Town, Big Story.
Did you hear about the TV production?
Ooh. Here, when did this come in?
Apparently, one of the producers used to live here years ago.
Did you happen to catch her name?
Two of my favourite Chris's. How are you?
Good morning, good evening, good night.
Chris, this has got your fingerprints all over it. You wrote it, you directed it, you star in it.
Yes, it's definitely a world that I'm familiar with. I suppose an area of the country that we visited in Moonboy. We kind of graduated a little bit. It's a bigger show dealing with more adult themes, but the same kind of ribbing and the same kind of silliness, but just on a grander, more epic scale. And now with the wonderful Christina Hendricks and Paddy Considine. So feeling very lucky.
Christina, when a show is described as a strangely dramatic comedy and that bloke sitting next to you is involved, we know we're in for something wild and wacky and fabulous, don't we?
That's a good description, right? We've got a Hollywood producer coming back to small town in Ireland that she left as a young teen, bringing back a Hollywood production. The entire town gets involved. My character is forced to sort of face her past. You uncover the reason that she left so many years ago.
Will it be your first time in Ireland?
No. I've been living in America.
And now you're back to tell the story of your people to the world?
I'm sorry, is he being a cow?
This is kind of like if Albury Wodonga had suddenly welcomed on the Victoria-New South Wales border this gigantic production of Game of Thrones, and then the producers decided to completely bastardize some huge Australian significant event and tried to feed it back to them. We're essentially those people. This whole idea that history is not only written by the winners, but history is written by the writers is essentially what we're trying to get at. Don't believe everything you read, only believe half of what you see.
Now you're just showing off.
That was impressive.
Christina, have you ever heard of Albury Wodonga?
No, I'm embarrassed to say.
No, I mean, it's a tiny little place. We did The Sapphires there, a lot of this fantastic Australian movie that I did maybe a decade ago.
Are you going to tell them all what happened, Shamie Proctor? You and me in the woods the night of the millennium?
Chris, how great was it to get this lovely lady Christina on board?
I'm a big fan of Christina in lots of things. Loved her in Good Girls. Was a huge fan of Mad Men. It's a very specific set of skills that Christina has that not a lot of people have. To be so adept at comedy, which she is, and to have so much kind of gravitas and class and bravado and the fragility that she needs and that vulnerability that you need when she kind of comes mid-season against some difficult things. She just has all of that in spades.
Thanks, Chris.
Oh, you're welcome.
And Christina, I imagine the feeling was mutual?
I was a fan of Moonboy, and I had seen Chris in so many other things, and what I loved immediately when I read it was that it sounded like Chris. He's special. There's no one like him, and for some reason, he's able to take that Chrisness and put it on a page. I got excited really quickly, and I thought, that'd be fun if he was my boss. That'd be nice.
I don't know if that's what I am.
I like that idea.
Thank you both. Congratulations on this, and feel free to head our way and do season 2 in Albury Wodonga.
Bring it on. Last time I was there, we shot in Campbelltown, and I think I got in trouble for saying it wasn't the most delicious place in the world. But I've still got loads of family in Melbourne, so I'm going to pop down there for sure.
What is going on?
This is my worst nightmare.
This is gonna change everything.
He's a clever lad, smart fella, good couple. Small Town, Big Story premieres on Binge tomorrow.
He's a very funny man, very charming as well, Dickie,
That's
just
for sure.
like you.